I prefer to glide than to get high with things that make my brain fry. Ride the bumps in LA crime, ride to forget LA city crime. Ride cause I choose to fly, don't wanna stagnate on standby. Ride cause I like salt spring in my eyes, ride into the day the sun makes me blind. I ride cause nothing's better than being inside of waves in a thigh. I ride cause she's always wet, she never talks back or messes with my head. I ride, I ride, I ride to be cleansed of my sins. I used to ride a twin, but I prefer a tri-fin. Ride whenever I have the time. Grew up by the sea, but I was born in Anaheim. I ride, I don't sit and observe. I ride day or night whenever I get the urge. Ride to calm my fried nerves. Ride with my sanity I need to preserve. When I ride the calm, I go with the flow. But when I ride in the storm, I get aggro. Ride all around this globe. I ride in the tropics, I ride in the cold. I ride since I was a small fry. Since the day man I multiplied. I ride to keep my soul alive. I ride into the day that I die. I ride cause I like the view from the tube. I ride cause I like the color blue. I ride to keep my mojo intact. So I got the goods to deliver when my baby gets back. I ride, I ride, I ride to shed my inhibition. Riding every day is my one ambition. I ride cause it's my love extreme. Sometimes ride naked, sometimes in neoprene. I ride cause I got the need for speed. I ride cause I got the greed for speed. Yes, I'll even bleed for speed. I ride, glide down the line for a mile, cause that's my substance, free exile. Ride, slide into liquid caves. I ride cause that's my favorite escape. I ride, I ride, I ride to be one with nature. I ride to keep from bad behavior. I ride over rocks, I ride over reefs. I ride anyway but prefer steep peaks. I ride to keep myself inspired. Scope, describe, even change a tire. Ride in the middle of winter. I rode a place that left my stick a splinter. I rode walls that blocked out the sky. Underwater, out of breath, I saw my life flash by. Ride to escape street commotion, giving my praise to the motion of the ocean. When I'm angry and times are hard, I get a rail and begin to carve a liquid piece of the pie. No longer feel like I wanna die. I ride in the Atlantic, I ride in the Pacific. Ride secret spots, can't be too specific. I ride, I ride, I ride since I was a small fry. Since the day man and multiplied. Ride to keep my soul alive. I ride into the day that I die. I ride cause I like the view from the tube. I ride cause I like the color blue. I ride to keep my mojo intact. So I got the goods to deliver when my baby gets back. I ride, I ride.
Got out early, we was broke and starving. None of us said a dime, it was me, Clyde and Marvin. Got an idea, said let's pull a dine and dash. The obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Bob's Big Boy, the spot for dine and dash pimps. It's easy to get out, they got them jumbo shrimps. It was a lunch hour, the place was packed. Our waitress Rita had a beautiful face and nice rack. Marvin had steak and Clyde had fish fries. I had them jumbo shrimp, but couldn't take my eyes off Rita's thighs. The food wasn't too bad, but something else was on my mind. Well, how could we leave a girl like Rita stuck with the bill? That ain't kind. Around the table and out the door, sneaking, squeaking across a Bob's Big Boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash. The obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Started leaving, our time was running out. A getaway was in order, there was no easy route. Infatuated with Rita, I did not want to cheat her. Would've washed dishes for a month on anything to please her. I know it's kinda corny, but I gave my testimony. Yes, I'm begging her to join me in holy matrimony.
Marry you?
No, I don't think so, she replied. And by the way, your bill comes out to $26.65. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's Big Boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash. dash, the obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's big boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash, the obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Heartbroken, I asked for another side of fries, and when she turned to go get him, I said, come on, let's get out of here, guys. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's big boy floor. Marvin went left and Clyde went right, and I was the blue tornado, yes, spinning out of sight. But behind my back, almost on my heels, was a lovely Rita running after me with the bill. She said, stop, rude boy, in the name of the law. You're going to the pound to be feathered and tar. But I kept right on running, and she kept right on chasing, close enough to smell the perfume. I could swear it was poison. Then bam, I tripped, the gutter fell on my face. Rita landed on my back, it was the end of the race. Then she put her arm around me and whispered in my ears, you wanna get my number? You can't eat and run, dear. But she never went back to work, the cops never came. I mean and Rita been together since that dine and dash day. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's big boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash, the obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's big boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash, the obvious alternative when you ain't got cash. Around the table and out the door, sneakers squeaking across a Bob's big boy floor. You gotta run fast when you dine and dash, the obvious alternative when you ain't got cash.
They ask me why the hell you wanna leave, saying that they'll miss me, that they're gonna grieve. This town is number one, we got the Lakers and the sun. There's always lots of lovelies, always lots of fun. Oh, why won't you settle down and stay? Well, who in the right mind would ever leave her late? But I gotta tell you, got to put it straight. Still busted out of there, busted down the gate, cause I had to get out while there was going to get. LA was the hunt, the California was a net, so I got up and got off on my bucket. Sometimes you gotta say, well, what the hell, fuck it. Wasn't around for the rides of the king, but every other night bullets left my ears to ring. Hostility, the song that LA played. Walking in the alley, the one behind my house, came 5 slang bangers, it was me they were to rouse. They asked me, where you going? Said, not really sure. Next 30 seconds I remembered in a blur. I wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Escape from the city of angels. I tried so hard for years to understand, why do you find such pleasure in killing another man? I prefer the simple highs in life, like a mountain of water, not cutting with a knife, but where I've disappeared and confidential. The sky's still blue, the swells are monumental, and no, I'm not ignoring my heritage. Over the gap, I'm building the bridge to learn one stand for all the peace can exist. Forgive, forget, bring down the fist. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Escape from the city of angels. Well, 5 days later, what have I got? I'm in another place which is sunny and hot. The difference here was that I'm free as a bird. No gun to my head, no blood on the curb, but just then a strange thought overtook my brain. And since that day it never felt the same. If everybody just put down the arms, and nobody on the planet could ever come home. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Wanna get out, have to get out, gotta. Escape from the city of angels. The people of this planet they want explanations for riots, earthquakes, and all God's creations. You got me, I just couldn't say. I do what I do, I take it day by day. From the city of angels. So 6 weeks later, still don't know what's up. Don't got many friends, still got an empty cup. They speak in tongues I don't understand, but I look just like them, visually I blend. It's time to start it up in my new land. Carve around one and only survival plan. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Escape from the city of angels. It took me 2 years, but now I know for sure LA ain't the enemy and goodness will endure. The sea to free, my real need was right there all the time inside of me. Just a voyage of my mind is what I needed. But now I'm on the other side and deep-seated. LA to LX in 14 hours flat. At home on 2 shores, but I ain't living fat. Still plagued by brokenness. It doesn't disappear when I say hocus pocus, but grounded for the moment in the city of Lisbon. I'm looking for a peace and I'm looking for wisdom. Hooked up with a mastermind named Grizzly. Formed Ithaka, now we're rolling busy. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Wanna get out, had to get out, got. Escape from the city of angels. I wanna get out, had to get out, got. Get out, had to get out, wanna get out, had to get out. Escape from the city of angels. 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 Long time ago, I had a slinky slim fish, 24 years old. Knowing I was wheelish, she gave me a ride. A junker of a junker mo was 1969. Flat break with plenty of dents and rust, no ice on mirrors and covered with dust. She said, this is a symbol of my feelings for you. I know it ain't your color, but you can paint it blue. Then she split, just like a stale if I would. Left a hole in my gut, no I wasn't feeling good for a while. I didn't drive it at all. Represented someone kinda pretty, someone kinda tall. Mostly, I've been intrigued by her head, the things she wrote and the things she said. I guess I wasn't smart enough for her role, but girl, her brain was shit without a heart or a soul. 2 months later, put those thoughts beneath. Felt like taking a driver to Benice. I've been 2 years since the mobile been drove, but stuck a key in her keyhole and off we rode.
We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Ain't where you're going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Ain't where you're going, it's how you feel.
Ain't got the frozen fish, but I got something better. A whole lot of soul with a fucked up fender. Ain't where you're going, it's how you're getting there. And yeah, she's kinda funny looking and some people stare, but she's a bucket with class. I drive her with pride, she's my very own, very special snowmobile ride.
We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Ain't where you're going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Ain't where you're going, it's how you feel.
She's called a snowmobile because she looks like a rock. Slow and gray, some people would rather walk. Keeping Ithaka as our final destination. A million places, no time for hesitation. And yes, it's true, she don't use electricity. I know what Kermit meant, it ain't easy being green. But most of the time, she don't leave the driveway. But now she's got a family and she gets washed daily.
We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel.
Escape, search, find, will. I gotta get it good, free will.
We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel. We're getting kinda stony in the snowmobile. Hey, where you going, it's how you feel. It's how you feel. It's how you feel. It's how you feel.
Ever notice that governments of the globe generalize each other as friend or foe? But what is a country but a dividing wire of who pays taxes to which vampires? Just try to see that folk that live in tyranny ain't any more the enemy than you or the me. I remember back when I was 14, of the news on TV and of the films on the screen. Tried to have us all hate the Soviet Union, the evil empire, I believe was their slogan. But later on when the heat began to cool, Russian exchange students arrived at our school. They dug computer games, rock and hip hop, studied hard, drank like fish, smoked a lot of pot. Two brainy dudes, four goddess like girls, didn't exactly look to me like enemy of the world. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy.
I learned once, now I try to unlearn that some countries' flags should be shredded and burned. But I live in a country which by force of fate has developed a culture of more love than hate. It's a country where people vote peace, not war, and where any foreigner finds an open door. Here we have many colors and many religions, many ways of seeing things and of thinking these visions. But sometimes you just see what they shove in your eye, and the easiest way of thinking is believing a lie. That's why
some accept the unacceptable, and soldiers go where no one has to go,
and leaders tell us just what they want us to know. But where the hell is the real truth they never show? Talking about hell, where does the devil reside? And in a war, how come God has to choose one side? Don't be fooled by your pride when a guy with no wisdom wanna be a superhero in the name of freedom. Even sacred words can be excuses for killing. What you really wanna know is who's the real villain.
Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. The commander-in-chiefs of the planet put the population control on automatic by planting the seeds of hate in our lands and watering the seeds with propaganda among the black, the brown, the yellow, the red and the white, the Muslim, the Hindu, Christian and Israelite. But the enemies of the man ain't my enemies, just individuals trying to make ends meet. So please don't believe everything you hear and see. Ulterior motives run miles and miles deep. Basic need became basic greed, globalizing economy while ignoring ecology. Bombs kill folk and pollute the air both. Eradicate species but guarantee market growth. Got money for arms but not for schools and medicine. Now you tell me who's got the enemy doctrine. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy, now tell me who's the enemy. Who is the victim here? Who is the one I fear? Who is the one I blame? Who puts the world in shame? And who makes the world insane? Who makes the rain.
And who
Makes me cry in pain.
who
Makes me die in vain.
Who's chasing who? Think twice, we're the hunters, we're the hunted, we're the cats, we're the mice. I see politicians, oh they speak so nice. I see how suspiciously they roll the dice. I see how they bluff and control our lives. I see, they're just cold like ice. I simply can't stand all this sacrifice in the name of the law, when the laws are lies. Don't rely on those who preach that same old speech, that many should be poor so one or two can be rich. I've been walking and talking across the 5 continents. I've seen hunger and humility, anger and arrogance. The more I see, the more I feel this shame. The more I see we're different, the more I feel we're all the same. I've seen a lot of places, a lot of faces, a lot of so-called races of humanity in front of me. I've seen some pictures on the wall and on the TV screen, but still I haven't seen the real enemy.
Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy. Now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy. Now tell me who's the enemy. Is this the enemy? Is this the real enemy? Don't look like the enemy. Now tell me who's the enemy. Scratch, drop, carve off a rock. Snap back, keep the butterfinger pocket. Slide on into the liquid cave. And if you got luck, you may just escape. Take the line drive, you gotta take the high line to get the speed that you need. Through the section, a smooth sling, a rubber band to leave a liquid trail, leave a liquid fan. Substance-free exile. We'll glide 50 yards or glide a mile. Give me freight train rides, keep me grinding hollow left. Give me rocks, give me roof, give me steep peaks. Give me smalls, give me talls, give them to me all except for the closeout. Cause when it's closed out, I don't paddle out. I'd rather kick it short side. Eating ice creams, eating cherry pie. Maybe if I'm feeling inspired, I'll sculpt, describe, or even change a tire. I got a lot of loves in this life, but one is extra special, then she makes me feel right. She's real curvy and she's always wet. She never talks back or messes with my head. And when I'm feeling that need of me, she gives it up to me, she gives me speed. got love for Portugal, cause I lived a lot of years in Portugal, cause I got a lot of bros in Portugal, cause I found my soul in Portugal. If it cutting from the old school, if it cutting from the new, I come swimming into the picture from the depths of the blue. With my friends dried out, drag myself to town. Still didn't know what if I was lost or if I was found. No job, no friend, no money, not funny. Stepchild in Lisbon with no milkshakes or honey. But I be gliding, I be rolling. Dream time I could be stolen. Take the whole story back to the year 1992. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Time for me to escape from the city of devils. It was the riddle of life that I was trying to unravel. I had to get out of there, where there was going to get. A day was the hunt, to California was the net. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you. I was flat broke, ate a lot of caldo verde, drank a lot of superboc, smoked a lot of ganza. I look to the blue, cause I'm the bum of blue blood. Been 4 long years since I might catch up love. Pretty little, still I fly. Won't you please, baby, please be my substitute for exile? But she said no, it's time for you to roam. So catch a sushi pack and subway, get yourself on home. I walk the streets with no street loyalty, cause I be from the sea, I be the Fishdaddy. Within my spiritual graveyard, but there I was stuck. Wasn't easy like I thought to just soak it up. The rise and fall of fortune, but that was the next plot. Sonny the bunny split up my money, but he never got caught. A racist later hate, a racist later hate, with some flowers in the color of paint. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you. There's a lot of sugar dolls, and I made a lot of love, but I didn't make babies, cause I always wore gloves. Butterfly with some sense, stay strong, little brother, ain't no breeze. So snowmobile on down to the Alabama, Cape Martin. King Tardy's on Billabus arrived at 2 with the escape from the city of Angel Crew. Then it was Ursula of Ithaka, Capricorn and Cancer, and Seabra is man from somewhere south of Gibraltar. That I met Pigeon Lady, eating by the sea. She's a sleep driver, but she makes good cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Now I'm speeding through the decades like there was red lights, keeping a lead on the phone shark and let me the good life. I'm out there living mine all the time. These rhymes don't grow in the garden. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you. Peace and love. The sky's still blue. Reefs and points. Score the bill of my life. Scribe a lot of rhymes. Made a demo. Cut 2 albums. Yes, life was good. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You was down with me, and I'm down with you. Portugal, I'm missing you. You're a part of me, and I'm part of you.
Under a tree, and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. The happiness comes to those who wait. But don't take your own, for yours you will not get. Dividing the goods, not like Christmas at all, more like a garage sale of the dead.
forms and tax time. More certificates than time for not. More how you doings than you ever get. And more I'm sorry's than you'd ever want. Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. Maybe better off is the way to put it. Free from the binds that had hold down the giant. Under a tree and having some fun, away from the hate of a world far gone. Under a tree and out of the sun, a place to rest from a world far gone. In the same room, same smelly carpet, same cracked window, a broken hot plate, that's what I got, and an old bed with springs that pop when you're trying to snooze. Chinese noodles in the cupboard, half-empty beers in the fridge, and a couple of porno mags with the pages ripped. The roaches all have names: Al and Hank, Frank, and of course Tank, that fat-ass roach with his beer gut hanging out. Mofo always comes back for more. Nailed him with a nuded mag on the kitchenette floor. But wounded, he escaped under the fridge. And now Tank is back. Back for more crumbs of noodles and drops of beer on the kitchenette floor. 6 months in the same room, same smelly carpet, same cracked window, same room. you say you got $1 to your name, you can still have good days if you follow my ways. But gotta learn the rules before you go. The vagabond freeloader manifesto. So brush your teeth and wash your feet, cause if you're gonna beg, beg like the beggars elite. And leave your pride by the wayside. Ain't no ego allowed when you're begging for a ride. Sub free rider from the LA zone. Technically a failure from my skull to my toes. Born in the burbs, but that don't mean much. My pops is dead and gone and mom's laid off. It's still as dumb as when I was young and my looks don't kill. But my youth surfing and now I got no skills. Yes, I broke the brokest of the jokers, but keep my eyes to the sky and don't lose focus. Stay at Mary's on Monday. On Tuesday at Sue's till Thursday I'm in the park but eat at my brother's stews. Friday through Sunday in Ventura with Roberta. Don't have my own crib, I'm a freeloading vermin. The less you possess, the more freedom you want. From your skin cells to the depths of your soul.
Whatever happened to that son of mine? I raised him from a pup but he's grown to be a swine. He's not presentable, he's not respectable. Don't read his Bible, just go to Mexico.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
Technically a failure. It's true, I don't work 9 to 9. To sacrifice my life for $6 in a dime. I'm playing the game my own way. Don't need too much of nobody, and I got no one to blame. I don't know shit, I never had shit. I don't need shit, and I never want shit. Most of my dreams are of wandering, not of money and fame and a blingity bling. Ain't nobody left to impress. And the less you possess, the more freedom you want. From the marrow of your bones to the depths of your soul. Free to roam to places unknown. Could be inside of your dome or through the alleys of Rome. But when I ride by bus, train, or plane, I need more than a nickel for my travel campaign. So can you send me $10 to my P.O. box? I'll put it to good use, I mean it, I promise. The anatomy of restlessness is the way that I deal with my stress. When the world seems routine and uninspiring, the view out of the window with old painting, I split, vacate, escape, evaporate. I migrate south instead of hibernate. The less you possess, the more freedom you want. From your skin cells to the depths of your soul.
Whatever happened to that son of mine? I raised him from a pup but he's grown to be a swine. He's not presentable, he's not respectable. Don't read his Bible, just go to Mexico.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
Technically a failure. I wandered the world in search of nothing, never knowing what the future will bring. From the tropics to the desert to Tallahassee, I'll always be the wandering MC. Riding the bus at night to avoid getting a room, looking out the window at a Peruvian moon. A stepchild unknown, I roamed into Lisbon, became Ithaka the Fishdaddy, but still broke to the bone. So if I come to town, don't stop me on the street, begging me to rhyme while you beatbox weed. Seeking a spot to sleep and something to eat. But if you got a sister between 18 and 44 and a free spot on the sofa back in the corner, I'll be your friend for a minute or two. I'm tired of sleeping on the road cause I ain't got a room, but I prefer not to see the same faces daily. So understand if we meet again, I'll run like you got rabies. Faces and cats and roaches and dogs. I'd like old friends that you can't get rid of. Less you possess, the more freedom you want. From your skin cells to the depths of your soul.
Whatever happened to that son of mine? I raised him from a pup but he's grown to be a swine. He's not presentable, he's not respectable. Don't read his Bible, just go to Mexico.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
The less you possess, the more freedom you want.
But you're technically a failure from your toes to your dome.
City, get away from it all. Away from high rents, pollution and traffic. Moved to the desert where there is no grass, just dust and sun and sadness. The rents are low, this is true, but there are many jobs and the collars are blue. Brother by stove, if you're running from yourself, give it up. Eyes from the skies around you. Eyes from the skies around you. My brother left the city, get away from it all. Away from high rents, pollution and traffic. Moved to the desert where there is no grass, just dust and sun and sadness. The rents are low, this is true, but there are many jobs and the collars are blue. Brother by stove, if you're running from yourself, give it up. Give it up, give it up. Eyes from the skies are on you. Eyes from the skies are on you. People are the key. Not air, water, food like scientists thought. So don't isolate, integrate. If I catch a rail, I come to say hey. Give me a call if you're coming my way. Come see the lights once in a while. Brother by stove. Come see the lights once in a while. Brother by stove. Come see the lights once in a while. Brother by stove. Come see the lights once in a while.
They say that when the moon has that kind of rainbow ring thing around it like tonight, that amazing unusual things sometimes happen.
New Year's party up near Tiwi Reef. I don't like crowds, stayed out on the beach. Met a lovely young goddess like Bean. Just the moon, the sea, some understanding. We had an instant spell-like connection. A mixture of attraction and perception. The smell of magic in the air. Raven shark and goddess, unlikely pair. She said, I don't know your name, but let's walk down the beach till forever we can talk.
Keep on walking to the end of the world. You be my lapis lazuli, I'll be your mother pearl.
The sky, the sea, became the same blue. She said, let's start now, I'm searching for truth.
You be my lapis lazuli, and I'll be your mother pearl.
Last of electrical wires, past the remnants of tribal fires. Light bugs glowed all around our heads, like little magic flowers for some newlyweds. Come on, she said, taking off her dress. Let's go for a swim, make a New Year's wish. Skinny dipping in a lukewarm sea, holding each other, soul kissing. Just the dawn, the sea, some understanding. And for the new year, a new beginning.
Keep on walking to the end of the world. You be my lapis lazuli, I'll be your mother pearl.
The sky, the sea, became the same blue, like the honeymoon of Luna and Neptune.
You be my lapis lazuli, and I'll be your mother pearl. Hey.
full moon will be our time capsule.
You'll be my lapis lazuli, and I'll be your mother friend. Let's keep on walking till the end of the world. You'll be my lapis lazuli, I'll be your mother girl.
The sky, the sea, the king, the same blue. She said, I don't know you, but I still love you.
You'll be my lapis lazuli, and I'll be your mother girl.
I only ask of y'all what I ask of myself. Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Here and now, limited hours on earth. Make the most of yours, recognize time's worth. Formulate something solid just for you before this crazy ball splits in two. Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you want to live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Do you accomplish the things you set out to do? Did you realize the dreams you had when you were 22? Do you keep responsibility minority? Do you keep freedom, liberty priority? Do you get back on your feet when you take a fall? Do you stand up proud? Do you stand up tall? Did you end up with the girl you lost sleep over? Or did you get out of bed with a deadly hangover? Searching affection in all the wrong places, blowing all your dope on store-bought embrace, making the same mistake a million times forever. Lose ground daily, forgetting your endeavors, always tripping over yourself when you need to glide, never seeming to find your stride in this lifetime, never in the right place or at the right time, never finding yourself the slightest peace of mind, falling into debt with no hope of recovery, searching desperately for some kind of discovery, but gotta drag yourself up out of bed, and gotta scrape out your skull, clear out your head, and gotta turn shit around like you know you can. Only you got the power and the right to demand a life of pride, one to call your own, where you're your own ruler, the man on the throne. Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Here and now, limited hours on earth. Make the most of yours, recognize time's worth. Formulate something solid just for you before this crazy ball splits in two. Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win? Are you doing in life what you was meant to? Are you doing in life what you was sent to? Are you leading the life that you wanna live? Are you living your life in a way to win?
side of the pool. What am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to do? Right here when bad news about my little brother. And not my blood brother, but it's still my little brother. 10 calls this week from the concern. Been learning many things I didn't want to learn. The story is an old one, no it ain't new. But every time I hear it, it leaves a cloud of doom. This time it's worse, I love the life at stake. So brother, quit the pen before it's too late. Stay strong, little brother, 'cause you will love, little brother. As the new kid around, little bro, you had it all. Brains, motivation, and calls from Keely Small. And you could slice a wall with the plated glass, with a smooth new style that was loose and fast. At the river mouth, back in winter 85, where you and TC was the only ones around. And wall for wall, you matched his best. Clean, your strength, and you put him to the test. Rider of the year, but never saw you in no mag. Or in the contest seat with the color on your back. Don't throw the gift away with the light of a match. Don't throw the gift away with the stick of a pen. Stay strong, little brother. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Fresh out of VHS, started working on the features. Junior editor with the Alpine speakers. You was bold, had the humor with the girls on you. You had the ride, the pad, IQ 182. Somewhere down the line, you got off your course by that old dark, ugly, evil force. Stay strong, little brother. All sorts of poisons flowing through your veins. Some say you're crazy, they say you ain't the same. But bro, I've known you for at least 15 years. And though I share many of their fears, I know deep in your soul you're still the clean. And I'll always be there for you if you need a hand or win. Stay strong, little brother. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Tall's red room and the 6 of clubs. It's the places, the people, little brother. It's a drug, so come clean. Start yourself off new. Drop the dope and the bottle, and the dope and bottle crew. Maybe the end of the earth is upon us, but maybe it ain't, and we won't turn to dust. If that's the case, wanna live a long time, little brother, won't you join us? Gotta make up your mind. Stay strong, little brother. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.
Good friends, good job, good crib, good ride. Everything in place, but not exactly good times. Cause girl, no matter how hard I pretend to try, can't see, feel, sleep without you nearby. Can you believe since we met, been 2 years already? I couldn't have begun in more dreamlike setting. A warm and rainy magic winter day on the Santa Can town near the city RJ. I waited my whole life to meet that smile, that face, that voice, that mind, that skin, that embrace. Those hips, those lips, those eyes, those thighs. Lived more 97 days than I had my whole life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through Sunday. You made the world shine when the sky was gray. You made buying groceries a trip to the moon. You turned traffic jams into fun afternoons. And weather-beaten sashimi or riding subways, every day with you felt like holidays. We had it in emotion, we had it in the mind, we had it in the flesh, it's impossible to deny. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby. Let's combine on a lifetime. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby. Let's combine to the end of time. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby. Let's combine on a lifetime. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby. Let's combine to the end of time. It was hell to leave, but I believe 3 months of happiness is more than most people see. And a few times since we got out through side by side, condensing hours of travel into 5-minute rides. Europe, West Africa, and a garden in the sea. 3 adventures I can only call amazing. No matter what happens, rich or poor, less or more, we'll always have Cabo Verde in the fall of 004. But hopefully just a preview of things to come. We're decades full of love under the moon, under the sun. Technically speaking, on other sides of the globe. Me up in LA, you down in Rio. But you picked the place, life is short, the time is now. Can't keep asking ourselves when, gotta figure out how. It's inevitable to go in halves on a life together. Who knows if we're lucky, may even be forever. No, not the easiest path, this one, if we decide to. But we'll feel like fools the rest of our lives if we don't at least try to. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby. Let's combine on a lifetime. Let's combine on a lifetime, baby.